Hello everyone. Welcome to Slurp Knowledge, a channel where we share health and science knowledge in short, easy-to-digest videos, just like instant noodles for your brain. Please note the knowledge in this video is gathered from various scientific sources. If you have any ideas, corrections, or thoughts to add, feel free to leave a comment below. In the previous video, we explored the skeletal system. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. I've linked it in the description for you. Today, we'll explore the secrets of the muscular system, the powerful engine that keeps our body moving every day. So get ready to stretch, flex, and discover how your muscles work together to make every movement possible. Muscles, they don't just help us move. They form an incredibly sophisticated system where hundreds of muscle groups work together to create even the tiniest motion. Even lifting a cup of coffee is the result of that teamwork. It's never just one muscle working alone, but a whole team that contracts, relaxes, and balances perfectly to make sure that drop of coffee doesn't spill on your white shirt in the morning. So how are these muscle teams actually arranged in our body? From head to toe, hundreds of big and small muscles are connected like a network, helping every movement happen with millimeter precision. Let's explore together how muscles are arranged and why we can move so smoothly. The human body has more than 600 muscles. Most of them work in opposite pairs called agonist and antagonist muscles. When one muscle contracts to create movement, the opposite one relaxes to support it. This push-pull relationship is what makes motion possible. A common example is the biceps and triceps. When the biceps contract, your forearm bends. When the triceps contract, your arm straightens. If only one side worked, movement would be impossible. But remember, they always work in balance. When one tightens, the other must relax to let the motion happen smoothly. If you're not sure what the biceps and triceps are, let's make it easy. The biceps, located at the front of your upper arm, this muscle runs from your shoulder to your elbow. It has two heads, long and short, both starting from the shoulder bone and attaching to the radius in your forearm. When it contracts, your forearm bends upward and slightly turns inward. The triceps. On the back of your arm lies the triceps, the partner that completes the movement. It has three parts, long, lateral, and medial, starting from the shoulder and upper arm bones, attaching to the ulnar at the elbow. When the triceps contract, your arm straightens and relaxes. Together, they create a perfect cycle of pull and release, the rhythm that powers every move you make. However, did you know that muscles don't push, they only pull? When a muscle contracts, its fibers shorten, pulling two bones closer together. That pulling force creates motion at the joint. So to extend your arm after bending it, you need another muscle to pull the other way. Without that coordination, your arm would be like a tangled rubber band, stuck, unable to move smoothly. This constant balance happens every second. In each step, jump, or even a simple scratch on your back. Example, lifting a box. When you lift something heavy, your biceps pull to bend your arm while your triceps relax. But if you move too fast, the triceps quickly tighten, like a safety brake, preventing your elbow from overextending. Opposing muscles never completely rest. They're always alert, ready to keep your body stable, like a loyal friend making sure you don't do anything reckless. The human body is full of unsung heroes, from the strongest jaw muscle to the tiniest ear muscle, all working quietly every day. Guess which muscle is the strongest in your body? Your arms, your legs? No, it's actually your jaw muscle, called the masseter. It sits on both sides of your face, connecting your cheekbone to your lower jaw. Every time you chew, talk, or even grind your teeth, this muscle goes to work. When it contracts fully, it can generate more than 90 kilograms, pounds of force, strong enough to crush hard nuts or bite through tough shells. Compared to its size, no other muscle can match its power. And amazingly, it almost never rests. It works from morning till night, chewing, talking, swallowing, smiling. If there were a champion of strength award, the masseter would win hands down. Now let's move down to the gluteus maximus, the largest and most powerful muscle in your body. It's the central engine that helps you stand, run, jump, climb stairs, or simply get up from your chair. Humans have especially strong glutes because we walk on two legs unlike most animals. Whenever you sprint, jump, or hold your back straight, your glutes are silently powering the motion. They're the reason we can stand tall and walk proudly on 2 feet. From the largest, let's switch to the smallest, the stapedius muscle in your ear. Only about 1.27 millimeters long, this tiny muscle attaches to the stirrup bone, stapes, inside your middle ear. Whenever a loud sound appears, it contracts to reduce vibration, protecting your hearing. If it's weak or paralyzed, everything would sound louder than normal, almost too vivid. It's amazing that something smaller than a thread guards your ears in the noisy world around you. Behind every main movement, there's a quiet supporting team, the Synergist muscles. They don't create the biggest force, but they make sure every movement stays smooth and stable. When you bend your arm, it's not just your biceps working. Your shoulder, forearm, and wrist muscles are cooperating too, like backup musicians in the orchestra of your body. Without them, the song of movement would be shaky, offbeat, and sometimes end in injury. After learning how muscles move, let's ask, how do they grow and stay strong? The secret lies in energy and nutrition. Muscles contract to produce strength, but to grow, they need fuel and building blocks. Protein is that golden ingredient, the building material of strength. Every time you exercise, millions of tiny muscle fibers tear at a microscopic level. Your body then uses amino acids, the small bricks of protein, to repair and rebuild them. As a result, your muscles become bigger, stronger, and firmer. Protein also helps create enzymes, hormones, and supports energy metabolism. Without enough protein, muscles recover slowly, weaken, and even shrink. That's why protein-rich foods like lean meat, fish, eggs, milk, and beans are real feasts for your muscles. Have you ever wondered who gives the command for your muscles to move? Imagine your body as a giant machine. Your muscles are the engines that create power. Your brain is the control center. The brain sends signals through the nerves, and muscles respond by moving. It's a perfect dance between 3 partners: the brain, the nerves, and the muscles. Every blink, every step, every punch all start from your brain, specifically the motor cortex, which sends electric signals through your spinal cord and peripheral nerves. These signals tell your muscle fibers when to contract or relax, turning thought into action in a fraction of a second. Brain commands, muscles obey, and the body moves. If you stop moving, your muscles stop receiving stimulation and slowly shrink, a condition called muscle atrophy. The rule is simple: use it or lose it. When you sit too much or stay in bed for long periods, your brain sends fewer signals, blood flow decreases, and your muscles weaken. This happens clearly in people who are inactive or astronauts living in zero gravity. The result: weak muscles, poor balance, slow movements, and easy fatigue. The simplest fix: move. Even walking, stretching, or light exercise every day can wake up your muscle army. Sometimes opposite muscles contract at the same time. This is called co-contraction. For example, when you hold a plank, both biceps and triceps tighten slightly to keep your joints stable. No one wins, no one loses, but together they maintain perfect balance. It's a peaceful harmony inside the world of muscles. Every step you take is like a jazz performance, spontaneous but beautifully coordinated. When you walk, run, or balance, dozens of muscles play together in rhythm. Your glutes and hamstrings push the leg back. Your quads and abs hold balance. In just milliseconds, hundreds of muscles synchronize like a grand orchestra. But if you forget to warm up, that orchestra plays out of tune, and the result is usually injury. Your body is music, and every muscle is a note. Now that we've listened to the body's amazing symphony, let's step onto the real stage, the gym. Every squat, plank, or push-up is a live performance of hundreds of muscles working together. Understanding how opposing muscles work helps you train smarter and safer. When you push weights, your chest and triceps are the main actors. When you pull up, your back and biceps take the lead. If you train only one side, the opposite group becomes weak, causing imbalance and injury. Golden rule: train chest, don't forget back. Train biceps, remember triceps. A strong body isn't one side strong, but a harmony of the whole system. Quick quiz. 1. What is the antagonist muscle of the biceps? A. Deltoid. B. Triceps. C. Pectoralis. Answers: triceps. 2. When you plank, what do the opposite muscles do? A. One relaxes, one works. B. Both tighten slightly to stay balanced. Answers: both tighten slightly. If you got it wrong, no worries. Your muscles are still happy to cooperate as long as you give them rest, good food, and proper exercise. Final message. From the smallest to the biggest movement, all your muscles play in harmony, and you are the conductor of that orchestra. Your movement is teamwork, not solo strength. Agonists, antagonists, synergists, stabilizers. All write the beautiful music of motion together. When you understand how they work, you'll train smarter, move better, and truly feel the magic of your own body. Thank you for watching. Next video, tell me in the comments which movement should we explore next. Squats, push-ups, or maybe just lifting that morning cup of coffee. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next video, and remember, every movement begins with coordination.